Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. So this is going to be a look at what you need to know most at this time, what's going to serve you best to be aware of, what may be coming in, what may be developing for you. If you have any significant Pisces placements, this reading is for you. If you're dealing with a Pisces, you can watch this. Just remember to flip the roles. It could still apply. Four of Cups. We'll see. Four of Cups, Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something that's not fulfilling and it hasn't been fulfilling for a long time. Could be on again, off again type of situation in your life. Or just something where it just keeps repeating. You know, you get your hopes up and then same thing happens. And then you get your hopes up again and same thing happens, right? Coffee. So that beside message, we'll see if it comes out in the reading. It usually does, but we'll see. If you have no significant Pisces placements, but you are guided to the video, trust your own guidance. There may be a message here for you. And always feel free to watch any other video on the channel that stands out to you. It may also hold messages for you. This is something, whatever you're walking away, it's something that you've been thinking about for a while and you've been giving it time to see if it gets better, right? And it just never did. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your comments, your energy. You're making a decision. You're not afraid to do this anymore. For some is what I hear. And for others, it could be involving another water sign. But you're putting up boundaries here. You're walking away from something because you feel like you've given it enough time and enough chances. Okay. Pisces, let's have a look at what is happening for you at this time. And remember, we're working on divine timing and energy here. So for some of you, whatever comes out has already happened. For others, it's in the middle of happening. It's in the process. And for others, it will be coming in. Just keep an open mind in terms of timing, okay? And we are looking at like a day-by-day type energy, but the energies could be, they could be covering a longer period of time, right? So let's see what this Pisces needs to know at this time for their highest good. All right, so let's see what we have. This is the situation that's being highlighted, and these are the developments we can expect to see happen at this time. So the World at the bottom of the deck, something is definitely coming full circle for you, Pisces. I do get a sense that it's your decision, okay? Because this is successful completion. This is where we feel happy with what is coming to completion and how it's coming to completion. This is like graduation energy. This is, it took a lot to get me here, but I'm finally here. I made it. Now I can be done with this and move on, right, to the next thing type of situation. Change in status on a more day-to-day level. This could be, again, graduation, relocation, changing status, going from single to coupled up to single, married to single, I don't know, okay? Changing jobs, or changing careers, or changing how you make your money altogether, right? Big changes. Okay, so let's see. Current situation, the Hangman, your energy, Pisces energy. I feel like this is gaining wisdom, gaining a new information, knowledge, a new way of looking at things. You've been contemplating something or waiting for something to come to completion. Yeah, the challenge, the Ten of Pentacles. You really took your time. This was a big decision for you, Pisces, because whatever this is, this could have been a marriage. There's a lot involved, right? This could have been a family situation. This could have been a job you were in for a very long time in your life. This could have been a career path you were on for a very long time in your life. And for you to wrap this up in a way that you're happy and content with it, or at least feeling confident about it, you really took your time and you looked at it every which way and you made sure this is what you wanted to do, okay? And the Foundation, Death card. Whatever this is for you, Pisces, and I feel like this is the understanding you received as well. This was meant to come to an end. It had reached its natural endpoint, okay? There was nothing more or nothing good that would have come out of this situation if you were to pursue it further, okay? And with the Death card, even if you stalled in initiating an ending, it happened anyway, because it was supposed to, it was meant to, you know. The recent past, the Four of Wands, I feel like this is external. This is something different. This is something new with the Wands energy is the way it's coming up. So this is where you got confirmation that you got the new job. So now you're starting the process of wrapping this up, right? Maybe you're changing career paths as well with this other situation. Or you got confirmation that you got the house, or you won the bid, or whatever this is. And you achieved what you set out to accomplish in a new direction. Therefore, you can now allow this to come to an end. You can initiate the ending and just focus on this thing, right? This is where you met someone new and you clicked, and it's great. And maybe you went and did something together. This is like group activities, so it's not like you went on a date while you were with someone else. If you did, you did. I don't know. But this is like you spent time together in group activities, or you spent time together getting to know one another, and it felt a lot more in alignment with who you are and what you want to do next in your life. And so you can wrap this up. If you're single, this is where you met someone and you want to pursue this, and you have to put something to an end in terms of a family dynamic, right? Maybe your family relies on you for everything, and now you're saying, well, I want to pursue this, so I'm going to need more time for myself. So whatever our routines have been up to this point, they're going to have to come to an end. We're going to have to make some big changes, right? Moving out of the family home. I don't know, something along those lines, right? So let's see. What's on the mind? The Fool. Oh, you're so ready to go, Pisces. We've seen the Fool a lot in your readings, and the Fool is the card that follows the World card in the tarot. So you're just ready to go. You're ready to go. You're happy about this. You're excited about this. You're no longer indecisive. You're no longer questioning yourself. You're no longer even feeling bad or feeling guilty or feeling like doubtful of whether or not you're doing the right thing. You have had this clarity, the Hangman with the Death card, okay? So you're just like with the Fool, ready to go. Ready to go. If this is splitting assets, or where you do like when you wrap something up and you just go through what you've acquired together, even if it's like with a company, your stuff in your desk and stuff like that, right? You're in the place of where you're saying, keep it. I don't care. You can keep whatever you want. I just want out, right? So what's happening today? Well, the Five of Swords, the Strength card, and the High Priestess. This is what's going on external to you, okay? So as far as you're concerned, you're happy-go-lucky. Let's do this. I'm excited. I feel uplifted. I'm so ready for this. I'm falling in love with this person, with this thing, with this job, with this new idea that I'm working on, with my business. That's what this is, right? Whoever you're leaving behind has opinions with the Five of Swords. But if you'll notice, you don't really care. And I'm not saying that like you don't care and you're mean. I'm just saying, once you have this understanding that it's meant to come to an end, and you've gone through all the stages, and you come to the place of acceptance and beyond, like where you're excited for the new beginning, whatever the past has to say, for you, it's like it's part of it. Of course, you're going to have opinions. Not everyone's going to be excited and happy about what I'm doing because I'm putting myself first. But I don't even care anymore. Like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. It's part of the past. Okay? It's part of the past. You might take a stand with this person if they try to come back around, or if they try to put doubt in your head, or this is like snide comments, or someone trying to bully you, or someone trying to belittle you, okay? Because they have an opinion about the fact that you're taking your power away from them, or you don't care what they think. You know, maybe this is someone used to running your life and used to like you basing your decisions on what they think you should do, and all of a sudden you're not doing that anymore. They're not going to like it, right? Because that gave them power. It's weird, but it happens. And so now with the Strength card, you are unfazed, and with the High Priestess, you may have a conversation with this person. You lovingly put your foot down, you wish them well, and you turn around and you go. And then you just don't engage. They're not getting a reaction out of you that they would have gotten before. If it's doubt, where they put doubt in your head, or if it's they got you angry or they got under your skin somehow, they're looking for a reaction just to prove to themselves they still have power over you somehow. And that's not happening. But the thing is, Pisces, you're not even focused on that, and nor should you be, because you're focused on this new beginning that is transpiring in your life, where you have all these beautiful energies of growth, of expansion, of new, fresh. Okay, Pisces. Which is why we're not even focused on the past, and we're not going to focus on the past either, because whatever they think and however they feel, good or bad, it's not even about that anymore. So we're not giving it time, we're not giving it energy, we're not giving it attention. We're focused on what's coming in, right? Because the past is done. It's a waste of resources to continue to contemplate it in any way, okay? So let's get more cards out here for Pisces to clarify this. The Hangman in the current situation, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something you really took it seriously, Pisces. And you wanted to make sure you're making the best decision, the right decision. And you also thought about other people that would be impacted. And I feel like you made allowances for them somehow. So if your family is dependent on you, and now you want to pursue something on your own, and you're going to need more time and resources to do that, I feel like over the past months, you have put them in touch with people. You've given them resources to help themselves somehow. You've gotten people hired here and there, so now they can provide for themselves. Or you got someone enrolled in classes, courses, training programs, so now they've got a skill they can market and get themselves a job or get themselves paid. You know, that sort of situation. You made sure, first of all, that it's time to go. And then you also made sure that I felt like it was important to you not just to turn around and leave whoever you're leaving behind in the dust, but to make sure, more about you than them really, that you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing to leave them in a good place. What they do beyond that point is completely up to them. But I feel like it was important to you to leave them in a good place, and then they can take it from there. It's no longer your concern, okay? 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot. Yeah. You've made up your mind, you're determined, you're not looking back. This could have happened during the time of Cancer, okay? Cancer season. Or a Cancer is involved during the Pisces. I also see the energy again with 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, where you said, I'm going to be here until we finish that project, and then I'm going to be out. I'm going to leave. Right? You gave yourself a deadline, and once that was reached, you were done. You were out of there. But yeah, for a long time you debated and you went back and forth with, is it really done? Is it really time to go? Am I really done here? Is there, no way I can turn this around? Is there nothing left that I can do to try to improve the situation, or whatever the case may be? Because your challenge was to act upon the knowledge and the wisdom that you had gained. But for a while you were doubting it, questioning it, testing the theory basically, right? Which is fair enough, because that's how you make solid decisions and you don't have regrets. Death card in the Foundation, the 10 of Cups. Yeah, definitely something long-standing. It's been a long-term thing in your life, okay? And even if it's not a big number of years, you went through a lot in that place, or with that person, or with that group of people. So it feels like you have ancient history together, right? But I also feel like this is something that was supposed to be your happily ever after. It was your happily ever after at some point. But it never, I don't know, it almost like it felt short. Or it was close to getting to happily ever after, but it never did. So you had to give up on an idea, the dream, the vision that this was your happily ever after. Okay? And that can take some time. That can take some time. The 4 of Wands in the recent past, the 6 of Wands. Yeah, you won a competition, an application process. Someone singled you out. Someone awarded you something, granted you something. That could be permit, that could be approved a loan, approved a request, selected your project, your application, your resume. They asked you out. They gave you a lot of attention. They paid you a lot of compliments. Okay? Someone chose you, however that makes sense, in the recent past. And it got you excited. It got you excited, all the Wands energy. The Fool on the mind. We have the Moon. Yeah, I feel like this full moon energy that we're in still when I'm recording this, because the full moon is a time of release. I don't know if you told yourself, again, it's something to do with a deadline that you gave yourself. And for some, it could be, you know what, next full moon, I'm going to release this. Because some people work with the full moon, like with the moon energy, with the moon cycles. Next full moon, I'm going to release this. That's it. That's when I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to focus new moon energy on planting new seeds and creating this new thing in my life, developing this new thing in my life that is already around me, okay? It's time for a new cycle. You're definitely headed towards something you have a lot of emotion for. It's almost like whatever this thing in your recent past was, it's like they woke you up somehow. They woke up your emotion. Because whatever this was that was supposed to be your happily ever after, so you were supposed to have emotional fulfillment as well, it might have been there, it might have been brief, shortly lived. And what it has been for the longest time is either same old, you know, don't rock the boat. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Contentment, but not fulfillment. There's a difference, okay? And for a long time, that was okay. I'm not saying it's not, I'm not knocking anything or anybody's choices of relationships or where you want to work or whatever. There's nothing wrong with contentment, you know? It takes a lot of work to get there, you know what I mean? So that's not a problem. The thing is, while we're in the energy of contentment, we're not looking around, we don't care what's out there, we're content. But when this thing came in, it made you feel some things that made you realize you hadn't felt those things in a long time. Does that make sense? So you had an interesting conversation with this person and he got you so excited and you caught yourself and you realized, I haven't felt this excited in a really long time. And that got you thinking, Lord, what am I doing with my life? I want to feel this again, right? You know, what's the situation that I'm in that I'm content in? Is that enough at this point, right? Or, you know, I'm more excited to see this person and to have silly conversations or inspiring conversations with this person than I am to see my partner. Is that right? I don't feel like there's something there I need to look at, you know. Or, you know, you're okay at your job, you don't have a problem with it. Well, when this other person talked to you about this opportunity, you got so excited. And you're like, oh my God, I can't remember the last time I felt excited about my job. And it's a great job, money's great, not a problem. Secure, not a problem, I'm not complaining. But I can't remember the last time I felt excited about it. So now I have to figure out which one I want to go with. You know, am I okay with contentment? Is that still enough for me? Or am I now ready to pursue something different, something more, something just different if not, you know? So whatever it is you're headed towards, you hold a lot of emotion for it. Whether that is excitement, love, passion, hope, inspiration, right? And it's a whole new cycle in your life. So let's see. 5 of Swords, Strength card, and the High Priestess. Here's that big decision you made. Definitely. The Lovers, the Devil, and the King of Wands. Big decision. Light aspect and dark aspect of the same energy here with the Lovers and the Devil. And the way they're explaining this to me is, let me see if I can articulate it. So the way they're explaining it is, your previous situation, it's not necessarily that it was toxic. For some of you, it might have been, but it's not necessarily that it was toxic, but it was a situation where you were not the one making the choice. You were accepting what was, and it might have been okay. I'm not, you know what I mean? But there's a key difference in who was in charge, who was making the choices and the decisions in that situation. So in the previous situation, it was either full-on toxic, you maybe just didn't even realize, and you realize now by comparison with something else, where there might have been control, there might have been manipulation, there might have been possessiveness, right? There might have been oppression, micromanaging, and for the longest time you thought that was okay, you thought that was normal, you didn't have a problem with it necessarily, you know what I mean? And it can happen. Or it's just a situation that you just took it as it is, you didn't question it, and you felt like you based everything in your life on it, you know, like I have to be mindful of this, this has to be first. something along those lines, versus this new situation where it's your choice. It's your choice wholeheartedly. I choose to do this. I want to do this. This is for me. This is my decision. This is my choice. Okay? There's a slight but very powerful difference. And now you have the confidence to pursue this, to be in charge of your life, to make your own decisions, to do things differently. Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sag energy might be relevant. That could be in your chart, or this could be someone you're dealing with, or this talks about entrepreneur energy, or just, again, independence, doing things your way, your own way, doing things that make you happy, the way they make you happy, versus the status quo. You know, this is how it's always been. We've been doing this for forever. It's working. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But, you know, and now you're like, yeah, but that you're not going to grow that way. And you are now in a place in your life, Pisces, where you want growth, you want development, you want expansion, you want more from life, quite frankly. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with people wanting to stay where they are and being happy where they are. There's nothing wrong with that either. But we have to acknowledge if we don't want the same thing. It's not one better than the other, but we have to acknowledge if we don't want the same things, then we just need to align with different things. Okay? I'll go my way, you go your way. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But I feel like for the longest time you may have felt guilty that you wanted to do things differently now, or you wanted more, or you wanted different. So now you're more than happy to go your own way, to do things your way, to take chances with the Fool and the King of Wands, and whatever happens, happens, but I want to have that experience. You know, that's the energy you're in, Pisces. And whatever you were in before, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Devil, it might have been comfortable, but it was also restrictive in that comfort. It's like, what is it, gilded cage, right? You're very comfortable in there, but you can only go as far as you can go, right? Otherwise, you start upsetting the status quo, and it's not comfortable anymore, right? So then you just back off and you go back to comfortable. That's kind of how that goes until you open that door and walk out, and that's what you're doing. What else for Pisces? We have the Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I heard mourn on the go. Yeah. There's a lot of communication. There's excitement on one hand, and then there's also disappointment and just going through the process of releasing the old with the Five of Cups, which you should be doing, right? Because even if something has been dead a long time, we still have to go through the process of release to prevent that from turning into some sort of baggage where there's things we should process and express and let out and release, and maybe we're not doing that because we feel fine. You know, we're like, well, it's been a long time coming, so I'm not even going to think about it anymore. Well, no, sit with it, think about it. Is there anything you need to process? Is there anything you need to get off your chest? You know, even if it's journaling, even if it's talking to a friend, so that you can properly close that cycle and close that door, right? But that's what I'm hearing. There's a lot of conversation, there's back and forth, there's excitement, there's flirting, if that's what this is. There's going out on dates, there's doing a lot of new things and new activities, learning a lot of new things. Could be as part of this job, or this is where you prepare for a trip, or you prepare for a move. Okay, this is where you pack your bags, where you look at, or what do I need? What's the documentation I need? Do I need shots? Because I feel like for some of you are going across the world right now. You're preparing for this new journey, but it's happening because you have like minor arcana energy here, talking about things in the 3D reality, things that you can do, that you can control. So it's going from major arcana into minor arcana. It's being grounded in your life, and you're starting this new path for yourself. This is beautiful, Pisces. It's really, really beautiful reading. Yeah, look, under the World, the Eight of Cups. You might be leaving an earth sign behind, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, where you felt restricted. There was a lot of sacrifice on your part. I feel like one-sided, I'm just going to be honest. There was a lot of control, King of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords. control, someone keeping a close eye on you, whether that's romantic or at work or in any other way. You have to explain yourself. You have to justify yourself all the time. You don't know what you can do and can't do because you're going to upset this person, walking on eggshells around this person. There's a lot of self-sacrifice here and heartache and betrayal, you know, that you moved past and you forgave and you gave more chances. But it's time to make a different decision. That's what's happening here. Your karma has been paid off in this other situation, whatever that karma was. And now you're ready for a new beginning. Again, wand energy, something very different, very exciting for you, where it's about you. It's about you. It's about what makes you happy, okay? After a time of barely getting by, okay? This is fresh energy, new energy. Hope, excitement, love. Yeah. It hasn't been easy to get out of there, but you're doing it. You're doing it. Okay, Pisces? So what is this for you? Comment and let me know. What are you leaving behind? Where are you headed? And if you'll notice, there's not a big focus on what you're leaving behind because it's not about that anymore. It's about what's in front of you. Okay, so I also want to remind you of that. That should be your focus. Process and release as you go towards this new opportunity, right? We got that message of mooring on the go. You know, you can process and release, but at the same time, you're putting things in place. You're laying down the brickwork, the foundation of this new cycle in your life. Because I feel like it's not just a new situation. It will be the next few years or decade or decades in your life that will bring you a lot of fulfillment, not just contentment. I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. And I get chills. Yeah. That's what you're leaving behind. That's the past. That's what you're mourning and releasing. You forgive yourself now. You love yourself now. You respect yourself now. And you're freeing yourself from anything else. And anyone that made you feel little, that made you feel unimportant, that made you feel you had to justify yourself, explain yourself, play by their rules. Okay? There is plenty for everyone, including me. Yeah, breadcrumbing energy in the past. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. This is your new path. All your needs will be met and then some. Okay? And it's about you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to receive. And you're around a person, or you're going to be in an environment. And I feel like, again, it's the beginning of that. It's not just about the situation. It'll be a whole new way of living, right? The environments you're in, they will be uplifting. They will be inspiring. There will be enough for everyone. No more competition. No more explaining yourself. No more justifying. No more fighting to get ahead and be heard and have an opinion, you know? I am at peace. Peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, including myself. I think you had this yesterday, didn't you? You can pause and read the cards for yourself. But that's what is in front of you. Peace, healing, and then excitement. Every thought I think is creating my future. Did you have this as well? The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices, lovers, about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. It's your choice now. You're in charge. That's the difference. You're not going along with the status quo because it was comfortable. That's fine. That's great. Awesome. But now you're ready for more, and the current dynamic is not going to offer you that because they like the status quo. They like comfort. They like things as they are, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's just being aware that it's time to go. All my relationships are harmonious. You're headed towards a really beautiful relationship in your life, Pisces. What you thought love should be, and you almost gave up on that dream, this is what's coming in, okay? Almost like the universe is saying to you, no, you're not crazy. You didn't make it up. This is what love should be. You were right, Pisces. You were just with the wrong people. They couldn't give you this. Whoever this is that you're going to be dealing with now, that you are dealing with now, that's exactly what it's going to be about, okay? True love. Lasting love, healthy love, with respect and harmony. Same thing if it's like business partnership or collaborations or friendships of any sort. When we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer, always. So now that you're feeling at ease and at peace within yourself, with your decision, what you're trying to accomplish in life, what you want to do in life, where you want to go in life, that's where you're manifesting. That's where you're bringing in. I express my creativity, absolutely, with that King of Wands. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. Definitely, for some of you, starting your own business, it's expressing your personal, unique ideas, skills, creativity, and that will be seen, valued, appreciated, monetized, returned to you, okay? Just because that's who you are. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to, you know what I mean? That's the situation. So Pisces, beautiful reading. I really hope it resonates and I really hope it helps, okay? Let me know in the comments. Good luck with everything. Share your good news. What is this? What are you embarking upon? Where are you setting off to? I hope the reading makes sense to you. I hope it helps. Hope it gives you some clarity, confirmation, something to strive towards. I don't know. I hope it helps, however, right? So I'm going to leave it there. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, Pisces.